Hi, you guys. I'm just uploading this again just to show a closer image of what I've been doodling on here. So, I was talking about the fire pit, it's kind of like here, this is the bottom of our spine. So, this is like our diaphragm. So, our diaphragm, our stomach is like the fire pit. Kind of interesting because I just seen a video on Facebook, some type of commercial about acid reflux or something, and it shows their stomach with all these like a fire pit within their stomach. Pretty interesting. Okay, I think it was Jordan asked me to get a closer look at this. So this would actually be representing our spine, or it could be like representing going up the front of us, right? And this is our head, uh, the top of the candlestick or the light, and this is our other chakras. So my lighting's not too good in here, so I'll have to get a closer view. Try to, because I write side. I use the paper going this way. So these are just doodling things. I don't know if you want to know of the notes that I've been doodling around, but just in case. So down here is the red. The red. If you have been following along, uh, the root chakra is now moved up here because we did a pole shift. So it goes red, orange, yellow. That's what that's supposed to represent. And then it goes into the blue and yellow. Okay, I see how that goes. But anyway, for the throat chakra. So here's the yellow, and this is the sacred orange, so the three. But anyway, it's kind of like saying the seven candlesticks, um, the seven plagues. So picture this, which is kind of interesting too. When I was drawing this out the other day, so like here's the bottom of our spine, and it's how our back goes like this. It kind of almost looks like a balloon as well, because that's our head. It looks like like a balloon, a string attached to a balloon, but it's our spine, the tree of life. And remember, this is where I was talking about the three seeds that we plant: King David, Adam. So it's like saying the umbrella. And then I was trying to draw it right here to where the umbrella is over the heart, the chest area, and comes down, right? And then, so we got King David, Judaism, Israel, community enterprise, not solo, because Jesus is solo, or King Solomon, solo man. That's the dragon that's within us, right? Because remember, you got three brains. You got the emotional brain on the right, the reptilian brain, which I call the dragon brain, and then the left brain is the lymphatic brain. So you got three in one, and you have three seeds planted. Okay, so then we look over here, King David. We have Hebrew, Bible, Tanakh, Israel, and then I was looking at rail, and I'm like, rail, because it's like saying real, or rail, like a train rail, or reel, like in a movie reel. Interesting, right? Plus, on the detective movies like the Avengers and stuff, they use the umbrellas, or Sherlock Holmes has an umbrella. Okay, the older Sherlock Holmes, I should mention. So we got Christ, the two tiers, right? This goes over our heart, and this is our mind temple. So, and goes right down the middle of us. So the King Solomon, Jesus, right? The first son born. Uh, Solo means self. So he's Christian. One pillar. Jesus says, I will build a pillar up in my Father's house for you. So our body's Father's house. So you're building up this pillar. So you got the two tiers, one there and one there. Okay. And Daniel, and then Holy Bible. So, and then Eve is, like mother, Islam or Muslim. It's a community effort. So they've got the square box, which the box is actually represented up here in the mind's eye, the barn. And then you have their symbol, right, which is the moon, because mother controls the water. And this is representing, I think it's the North Star or the sun. Oh, King Solomon, I think, star, because it goes fire, air, water, soul, land. So all 5 points have a purpose for it. So Islam is community, and it's the Quran. Okay, so the interesting thing about this is because in our reality, we just, like Christians, they just go for the Holy Bible and they don't believe in this or this. Same thing with Judaism, same thing with Islam. So again, to be able to get to heaven, you got to, or like the Jolly Green Giant. Ho, 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 Jolly Green Giant, right? Going up to the giant. You got Santa Claus up at the North Pole. Up here in the top of our forehead is the North Pole. This is the South Pole down here by our feet. So anyway, just a couple more things I've been, and the Talmud, from the Jewish law, the Talmud means Jewish law. And then the Holy Bible is Exodus for Jewish law, or the Torah. The Quran, I'm still trying to, I just started to read it, but I kind of got confused on it. So I figured I'd start with Judaism. But anyway, so it's mother representing the water. And remember, Islam is iron staff lamb, like the lambda. Lambda is the lamb, the child. So mother and child. Okay. I think that's, yeah. But anyway, just want to do a close up of this. I hope I'm getting this close enough for Jordan. Maybe anybody else who wants to see it. Oh, I think I can show this on my. I'm kind of getting an image in my mind, so let's see if we can pull this up. Like for the umbrella. Somehow it updated and gave me a whole new photo section here. Like when you look at the top of my chest right here, it kind of looks like an umbrella, and it goes down. And that's kind of interesting because when it goes straight down, I wonder if it's representing King David, either representing the male private parts or if it's representing down to the belly button, because the belly button is our connection to mother when we're growing in mother. Very quite interesting. And then it goes straight up there. So let's pop this one up because let's pop this one. Let's pop it up. Okay, how do you open this? If I double click on it. Oh, here we go. See, this is interesting. This is a whole new photo system that opened up. Okay. It's kind of slow though too. I'm going to use my the images on my body that are unfolding to try to explain. Oh, that's interesting from this angle. I'm not sure if it's going to show up or not, but it looks like this is a sheep, this image right here. I see a goat, but I don't see horns on the goat. It just looks like a sheep's face. Isn't that interesting? But when we go up like this, then there's the tiger right there on my chest. I don't know if Jordan has seen these, so this might be new to him, of these images unfolding. Because like this, I noticed there's an owl right there. Some people can see it. There's an owl right there, which it looks like it's right on top of an umbrella. Very interesting. And then this tiger face. That is so trippy, right? There's another face that's right in there too, as well. But I just wanted to show you the umbrella symbolism of it. Oh, and the sword that's right here. There's a cross, but I think there's something. Oh, I think there's something else playing out right here. There's something else playing there because there's a spade right there. I don't know. Interesting. Do. So anyway, I'll leave it right there. Just want to do a quick version of it. So this candlestick in front of us, the furnace going up is like, and then we got our spine that's behind us. Remember, because this is the Christogram. You got the XP for Christogram, and then XP means experience points. It means our life experience. Anything else? I don't think so. Anyway, you guys have a great Saturday, and I'll try to hold this up like this. Let's see. Oh, I know what else I want to say. So we got the 3 seeds. We got King David, Israel, right on the right side, and then we got Isa. Isa is Jesus, right in the middle of us. So that's like iron staff, raw for radiant, electric. The electric umbrella. It's kind of interesting because remember in Mary Poppins, the older one, where they get on that carousel and they're going around the carousel. Isa is iron staff alpha, right, or Adam, the seed Adam, and then iron staff lamb, the lambda. So you got the son and the mother, or father and mother and the child. I don't know. Pretty interesting, though. I know I got some pretty wild drawings, but I got to thinking about, and another thing I was thinking about is how our body has 5 pints of blood. And for a car, for oil for, a regular car, it's like 5 quarts of oil, 5 to 6 quarts, right? Some of them, bigger ones, but the regular, 4-cylinder, I think 6-cylinder is like 5 quarts. And I thought, that is just so bizarre because of our soul within our body, because our body is Ba, right? I gotta trim my nails. My body is Ba. Ba means a body, a clay statue. So my body, clay statue. Do you remember the character Baal, where they sacrifice children? So I want to mention this real quick because I was doing this drawing. Because in my history class, they had this bull on as a face, right? Like a Taurus bull or something like that. And they had this fire pit, and they had these arms that were holding out, and then people put their firstborn and their children in it and pray to this god, and they throw their babies in this fire pit. And I got to looking at what they call Baal, right? AL is Adam Lambda. So the world, so my point is that the people of the land, it's just like when I say they worship at churches, they make idols, they do sacrifices and rituals. Instead of going into their mind's eye and doing everything within inside their body, because their body is the universe. Uni, U-N-I, means one, and verse, one verse. So, like one universe. My body is one universe. Your body is one universe, right? So, there's many Earths, right? We're all like a mini Earth in this universe. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. So Ba is the body, and then A for Alpha represents like a fish, right? Or Adonia Lord. Adonia Lord. So Ba, Adonia Lord. And it's got the bull's face. So it's this character that they have on the ground, right? And so what the people have done is that they created their own gods, just like in Daniel. I think it's in Niesenbacher, where they made this statue or their god, right? And they're supposed to bow down to it and give it, and they're feeding it. And so they're taking food into this statue, right? These big buffets and feasts, right? And somehow it's being eaten up every day. Excuse me. So the king tells Daniel, my God's better, or whatever kind of symbolism. So Daniel tells him, he goes, well, that's not what's happening. So they set a trap, they put the food in, and Daniel puts down ashes from a fire, or that type of ash, down on the ground as they leave and seal up the cave. Well, the next morning they go down and they look at it, and there's all kinds of. King goes, look, the food's gone. Daniel goes, look at the floor, and you see all these little footprints in the dust that they had left that was all clear, but he threw all this charcoal dust, and they followed all the footprints, and there's a hidden door off to the side. And what they're doing is the other high priests that were in there were taking their families and stuff, coming in and feasting on the food and finishing all the food and going in and out that door. So it's like, when we look at this world and look at our past and how people use all these rituals, when we're supposed to be doing everything within our body, within our mind, go see Father at the highest mountains. Like when we look at Moses is right here at the top, right? So what the people have done is they've created their own God. It's just like, God says in Exodus, don't create anything or make any other images and all this stuff. And the people do it anyway, and they don't think they're doing anything wrong. Or stay away from spirits, and people get drunk and they think that it's all right because Jesus made wine for a wedding. So it's kind of interesting. Or how they throw stones, right? You're not supposed to throw stones at anybody, or lay hands. In Scripture, the Holy Bible talks about laying hands, but laying hands in Scripture is talking about when people lay their hands on your shoulders for healing. It's all for healing purposes, but some countries like Islam probably, and Judaism or whatever, and even Christianity, they lay their hands by beating them or killing them, or they say that, that's not, because people take judgment in their own hands, right? So, again, that's, Only God can judge us, and that's because Jesus had told us that we are not our own, that our bodies belong to God, the Creator, right? So, again, another thing, I think about this test in this world by us learning everything we can and us sharing as much as possible with each other, that it's not so much out there as it is inside you. So it's like when I was saying growing your tree, it's like that part where I was talking about how we have roots on the ground and then we're touching the top of the firmament, right? We're at the very top of the firmament right now. When we look at our body, we started down here with this little flame and we've raised up through our life and the experience points up to our mind. So we're up at the top of the firmament. Firmament is firmamental. That's the name of it, mental, firmamental, so the top of the crown. So we're up here in our temple. God's temple is right here, on our mind's eye. And we get there by drawing. We get there by planting our seeds. We get there through our visions, our dreams. And we get there by sharing and getting feedback from everybody. But okay, so I was just supposed to do a quick video and show an image of this. So let me try to do this, and then I'll try to upload one again. Have a great day, everybody. See if I can hold this still.